Hi everyone, this is Sunny Kumar from IIT BHU and welcome to my channel Code with Sunny. And today I am going to discuss the problem advantage shuffle, index number is 870, and the problem is of medium type of leet code. Okay, so let's discuss the problem now. We have been given two arrays A and B of equal size, and the advantage of A with respect to B is defined as the number of indices I for which array A of I is strictly greater than array B of I. Okay, and we have to return any permutation of A that maximizes its advantage with respect to B. Okay, so basically a parameter is given, that is an advantage is defined as number of indices I such that AI is greater than BI, and we have been given two arrays like array A and array B, and we can do permutation of the array A in any order as we want to maximize the number of indices I such that AI should be greater than BI. Okay, so before moving further, this question is like something we have to think like of binary search, because to maximize something or to minimize something and we don't know what should be the like permutation and what should be the suitable permutation, that is AI is greater than BI. We cannot think upon like sort the array and just or you can just reverse sort the array, or you can sort in ascending order, just print it out. It is not the optimal. Okay, and why it is not the optimal, I am going to tell you that also. Okay, so no need to worry about. Let's move further now. Okay, so let's discuss the constraints also. A length and B length is are equal, and it is up to 10 power 4 and 10 power 4, so it is obvious that O of n square solution will not pass. It will be around 10 power 8 iterations, and I think that should be too much for this question. And so O of n or O of n log n solution will be good here now. Okay, and array values varies up to 10 power 9 and B values varies up to 10 power 9 also. Okay, so what should be our efficient solution to solve this problem in most efficient, or you can say the best solution for this problem? So let's move further to analyze the problem, what is happening here. Okay, so let's move further. Okay, so okay, so I'm going to take examples of array A and array B, some random examples to analyze this problem. Why the we need to have an optimal solution of like thinking of binary search and lower bound and upper bound, something sort of some sort of these things. Okay, so let's take an array A as okay. So let me take some random values like 2, 4, 6, 8, and 9. Okay, and let's take a array B like 7, 8, and let's say 3, and let's say 4, or let's say 2. Okay, so we have an array A like this, and we have an array B like this. Okay, so in the starting of the question, many of the coders will think that that is we can have a solution like let's we need to find basically a permutation of A. So let's sort the array in like in descending order, like put the maximum element for the in the beginning, and put the least element in the end. Like we can say, okay, so let's have a permutation of array A like this is like why I'm going to this is I'm explaining why this solution is not working here. Okay, like sorting the array A in any order that you want. Okay, so like okay, so here it is the minimum element B. So let's say I'm going to put the maximum element 9 over here. Okay, so it is obvious that 9 is greater than 2. That's what I'm going to think about. That is, for if starting from the minimum element of B, put the maximum element of A, and let's do that, and let's check it out if this is an optimal solution or not. Okay, okay, I'm thinking about greedy approach and why this greedy approach is not going to work. Okay, so just I'm going to put 2, that is pick up the minimum element of B, that is 2, and put the maximum element of A at that index. Okay, that is I'm going to put 9. Okay, and for the next case, that is next minimum element is 3, so I'm going to put okay, I'm going to put 8 over here. Okay, so it would be like 8, and let's put the for next minimum element is 4, let's put 6 over here, and let's similarly I can fill the next elements like 4 and 2. Okay, now let's find it out how many indices AI such that AI is greater than BI. Let's find it out. Okay, so you can see 9 is greater than 2, obvious, and 6 is greater than 4, obviously, and 3 is greater than 8, obviously, and but these two indices are not valid indices. So what should be our answer in this case? Okay, 3. So basically I am going to do here like pick up the minimum element of the B and put the maximum element of A at that index. But you can see I am getting the answer 3. But can we get some that is my advantage value as 4 or 5? Can it be possible? Let's think up in a better way. Okay, so let's put the elements like logically. Okay, so what I am going to do for 7, let's put of 8. That is I am going to put that is this is my new array A permutation. Okay, this was the previous one for the array A. I am going to do for the new array A. Okay, for 7, that is at this index I am going to put 8, and for at this index 2 I am going to put 9. Let's put 9 over here, and for value equal to 3 let's put 4 over here, and for value equal to 4 let's put 6 over here, and for value equal to 2 let's put 2 over here. That is, you can see this array A is a that is my new array A is a permutation of my original array A, that is 89462, you can see over here, and I am going to permute this array A in such a way that this is my newly formed array A. And you can see, let's now calculate the difference value, that is AI. If what are the number of indices so that AI is greater than BI, you can see this is a valid index, this is a valid index, and this is the valid index, and this is the valid index, and this is not valid. So our answer is coming out to be 4. Simply, you can see I am getting more answer than this one. That is, there exists an optimal approach over here, and what should be that optimal approach? I need to find out that. Okay, so it is nothing but basically you can think in a more simpler way. That is what I am going to, let's have an element of B as 7. So I am going to find what is the if there exists an element in the array A which is just greater than, that is which is just strictly greater than 7. Yes, you can find it out, it is 8. And for 8, that is for the element of B8, that is at index equal to 2, if there exists an element which is just strictly greater than 8, yes it exists, then it is 9. And for 3, that is at index equal to 3, we have element 3 of B, and I am going to find if there exists an element which is strictly greater than 3. Yes, it is 4. And again you can see I am going to check if element 4 of B, if there exists an element in array A which is just greater than, strictly greater than 4. Yes, it exists, it is 6. And now for 2, if there is doesn't exist, so let's fill the last element as it is 2. Okay, so you can see I am filling it 2 here. So this is my approach, how we are going to perform this implementation efficiently. So it is nothing but just to maintain a, you can say, multiset of the values of the array A. Okay, all the values of the array A. And what I am going to do is just pick up any element of the array B one by one and check the upper bound of this element in the multiset. If it exists, just assign the that value to at the current index of my newly formed array A, which is the permutation of the original one. And if it doesn't exist, just leave it for now, and after doing this for all the elements of the array B, there might exist some element which is not yet assigned. I am going to denote it by -1 in my code. Okay, so -1. So just if some elements remain in the multiset still, just assign the elements finally at any order, because it will not benefit us by the count, that is advantage AI minus AI greater than BI. Okay, so if you're not going to understand this part, that is how we are going to perform the multi-set operations, no need to worry about. I'm going to explain in the code in detail. Okay, so let's move further to the coding part. Okay, so let's code it out as fast as possible. So basically I'm going to use a multi-set to store first the elements of the vector A. This is because there might be some cases like elements got repeated, so I need to maintain a multi-set over here. Okay, so first let's define n as a dot size, because I need to get to the size of the array repeatedly. Okay, so let's define a multi-set over here. multiset of integers. Okay, so I need to define a s, so a dot begin and a dot in, that is entire array a, that is vector a. Okay, so what I am going to do, I am just picking some element of b and I am going to check if there exists some integer, some element of the vector a that is just greater than this current element. If it exists, just replace that. That is, we have found an answer for that particular element, that is going to increase my count of ai minus ai greater than bi. So just to iterate over the array. Before doing that, let's define a answer vector over here also. Answer as n comma, let's say -1. Okay, now just iterate in the vector b, uh, I less than n and I plus plus, and if let's say let's find a element that is just greater than the current element of b. This is auto itr s dot upper bound of my current element, that is bi. And if my upper bound exists, that is we have found the element, that is if it are not equal to s dot int, so I'm going to just write my answer as answer of I, that is my current index, that is the, we need to find basically a permutation of a. So it means that for the current element of bi, that is for my current index, I need to put that value that I have found using the upper bound. Okay, so that is answer of I should be like star itr, and I need to erase that element from the multiset because it has been used. So s dot erase itr simply. And it is obvious that sometimes like itr must that is upper bound must point out to the multiset end. So in that case, this if condition, you can see this if condition will not run. So there might be some indexes in my answer vector that still remains -1, and we can fill it with any element because it doesn't increases the count of ai greater than bi for every index I. Okay, so just I'm going to fill it randomly, that is, so let's iterate over the array of answer vector, and if my answer of I is going to be -1, just to fill it out as like at random, or I can say answer of I should be like a star s dot begin and just s dot erase s dot begin. I'm going to do it random. You can do any, that is you can pick up any elements and put over at answer of I, because it doesn't gives an advantage that is ai should be greater than bi. It is not possible now. Okay, so just put out any element because this is not going to benefit us. Okay, so I think this should be fine. Just return the answer finally. Okay, so this is good. Okay, so let's run the code, or you can say let's submit this code directly. Okay, so let's check it out if this is going to be fine. Okay, faster than you. So if you have any doubts, do not forget to mention in the comment section of the video, and I will ask the viewers to like this video, share this video, and do subscribe to my YouTube channel for latest updates. Thank you for watching this video.